Hello, my name is Mahammad Zeynalli, and I am a 2025 graduate of EAS, and I was able to study at the University of Manchester with a 100% government scholarship. For the winter break, I'm back at school to see what kind of work has been going around here, and I got to talk to some of my old teachers and some of the new faculty staff, and I'm very pleased to say that the same great education I was brought up with is still being given, and that the school has only improved. I'm very happy that the school is constantly keeping in touch with its alumni. Like I said, I study biochemistry at the University of Manchester, and to be honest, university life has been very fun.
Hi, my name is Rustam. I'm from the University of Warwick, where I study with a 100% scholarship by the government with monthly stipends. I've been there for almost 3 months now. I'm currently on my winter break, visiting the school to see how my favorite teachers are doing, how my friends are doing, and how the school is doing in general. And to be fair, I'm quite impressed with how it's been advancing. We've seen new teachers. The teachers are actually really enthusiastic about teaching the students, giving them knowledge on what they need for the IB. To be fair, with the facilities and the teachers and the knowledge our school is providing currently, I believe that the newer generation of our school, the newer graduates, have quite a lot of potential. May even surpassing us, to be fair. I feel like a lot more of them will be able to go and manage to get the government scholarship than we did.
When choosing your university, you have to look at a lot of factors, not just the ranking, but also how it ranks for your specific course. Some universities are better for finances and humanities, others are better for sciences, etc. If we're judging off of rankings alone, I was accepted to universities that are far higher ranked than the University of Manchester. However, Manchester was the highest among my choices, specifically for biochemistry, which is my course. I definitely made the correct choice to study biochemistry. And also, I would say academics in university so far are way easier than academics in school. Biochemistry opens a lot of doors for me. I can go into all sorts of different faculties and job positions, but I think after finishing my undergraduate degree, I'm going to complete a master's in a more specific course, probably genetic engineering.
Basically the same idea. I'm doing manufacturing mechanical engineering in the University of Warwick. And the reason I went with Warwick wasn't necessarily because of the rankings. It was more about how I'd settle in. It was more about how comfortable I am studying there. And the University of Warwick was really nice. It has basically the entirety of the city is the university itself. It's a whole different campus than any other city.
Once I'm done with my undergraduate degree, I plan on coming back to Azerbaijan because I quite enjoy the weather. But in all reality, I believe that it's my duty to give back to the community that allowed me to go abroad and do what I love and study what I love. I believe I'll be able to find a great job in Azerbaijan working in a laboratory or a hospital with my biochemistry degree. I would be very happy to be able to create treatments and make pharmaceuticals and medical procedures cheaper for the common Azerbaijani citizen, and to give back to Azerbaijan for all that they have invested in me.
Upon finishing my university degrees, potentially master's and the PhD, I would really like to come back to Azerbaijan, which, as you mentioned, not only because of the weather, but to be fair, also my family, who I really miss when I'm abroad. I want to repay my country for fulfilling my dreams of studying abroad and studying what I really love, as mechanical engineering allows my ideas to be turned into actual, prototypes and potential innovation.
If I were to give one piece of advice to the future graduates of EAS, it would be to figure out how you study best, because you don't only have to know what to study, but the main skill is in how you study. You need to figure out if you like music, or if you like a choir room, if you like to study by taking down notes or just looking at the slides, watching videos. Maybe you like listening to podcasts and audiobooks. The main skill, or what helped me most in my IB journey, is understanding how I study best. And instead of working against it and choosing to study in subpar environments, because I know how to study, I would want to formulate my environment to fit the way I study best.
To be fair, my best piece of advice is, honestly, don't be lazy. That is definitely one of them. Since hard working always pays off, I studied basically the entirety of the month of the break that we had before our exams, every single day. Despite my grade not, meeting the expectations that I built upon with a potential predicted 44 to getting an actual 35, not all hope is always lost, as I was accepted to the University of Warwick and I managed to pull through with a full scholarship to be able to, study there for free.
I studied about 3 days before the exams and I was able to pull out a 37, so work smarter, not harder. If you don't struggle and if you don't do the hard work now, that doesn't mean the hard work disappears. You're gonna have to do it eventually, and if you don't, you won't be able to get a high mark. So the important thing to realize is that your time is your most valuable resource, and it's also the most limited resource. So I would say, whenever you get a new assignment or new homework, you need to do it immediately, get it done right then and there, because you don't know what's going to happen in the future or if you will have time. The one thing I want to tell to students who think they're struggling with their studies is to just start. Just get it done. Tell yourself that you're going to study for 2 minutes, and then before you know it, you're 2 hours in. So the hardest part is starting, but once you get through that, IB is actually quite easy.
General tip I have for most of the kids that are actually trying to earn a high mark is, as he said, genuinely just starting. However, one thing that works with me in university is, after I'm done with the topic or the subject that I studied, I practice it, which helps to engrave the information into my mind, which I can then recall when I'm revising for the actual exam. This may not be applicable in the IB environment due to the amount of coursework that you have, which brings another point. Get the coursework done as soon as you can, because that allows you to have so much more time to work with, to actually revise, to be able to learn properly without any other necessary stress.
Thank you very much. I hope we were able to help you even just a little bit.
I thank you for listening and watching, and I, as he said, hope this helped. And, thanks for having us.